All right, so Maduro's gone. And now Trump's basically like, cool, time to cash out Venezuela's oil like it's a broken vending machine full of gold bars.
Yes, Peter. And here's the twist. Capturing a leader is the easy part. Extracting tremendous wealth from Venezuela's oil. That's the slow, expensive, legally messy part, and politically. Trump is framing this as a Monroe Doctrine moment, the US reasserting dominance in its own hemisphere.
Monroe Doctrine. That's like, back off, other countries, this is our neighborhood, right?
Exactly. The Monroe Doctrine was a 19th century US policy saying outside powers like Europe shouldn't meddle in the Americas. Now Trump's basically updating it for 2026. No China, no Russia. Now they're on building influence through Venezuelan oil.
So Trump says the US is going to run Venezuela during a transition and bring in big American oil companies to rebuild the industry and make money for the country.
But Venezuela's oil sector isn't a faucet you turn on. It's been hollowed out for years. The main state oil company is PDVSA Petróleos de Venezuela. It's been treated like a political cash machine. While infrastructure rotted, skilled workers left, and production collapsed.
Okay, but Venezuela has a ton of oil, right?
It has enormous reserves, including a lot of heavy crude, which is thicker, harder to refine, and needs special chemicals to process. The US Gulf Coast has refineries built for that kind of oil. So strategically, Venezuela fits, but rebuilding output could take years, and cost tens of billions of dollars, possibly more.
So who actually wins here? The US?
Everyone wants to win. Venezuelans need oil revenue to stabilize the economy and reduce migration pressure. Trump's team wants oil flows redirected toward the US and away from China, which has been one of Venezuela's biggest buyers and lenders. Some shipments go to smaller Chinese teapot refineries that love discounted crude, and they'd lose out if the US squeezes supply.
And what about companies? Who's first in line?
Chevron is the obvious frontrunner. It already operates there under a special US license and has thousands of staff on the ground. But ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips still carry scars from expropriations under Hugo Chavez, Venezuela's former president, who seized foreign oil assets. In the 2000s, both firms are chasing multi-billion-dollar compensation claims.
So, what's the biggest obstacle?
Trust and governance. Investors won't pour billions in unless contracts are protected. Courts are credible, and the new leadership won't just nationalize everything again later. And politically, Washington is reportedly leaning on Delcy Rodriguez, Venezuela's vice president and a key regime operator, as the interim face of the transition, which sidelines the Democratic opposition and creates a legitimacy problem.
So Maduro was the boss fight, and the oil rebuild is the entire game.
Exactly. Snatching Maduro may have been the easy part. Now Trump's betting he can enforce a Monroe Doctrine-style sphere of influence and rebuild a collapsed oil state at the same time. And historically, that's where things get dangerous.